We have today Gian actor and producer. He worked with a lot of projects here locally and outside of Barcelona and Spain as well. I want to know a lot more than I know from reading your social pages. So, Gian, why you're here? Why are you living in Barcelona?
Okay, my name is Gian, and I'm from Italy. I'm here in Barcelona because I came last year to do a master. I did here a master in screenwriting, production, distribution. And after a year, I've met a lot of people. There's a good vibe. I've been working on a lot of projects, and I decided that I want to stay. And that's why I want to open my cultural association here. That we're in progress. We're in the process to do it. And it's gonna be cool because it's gonna be like an association where we're gonna do like classes, workshops, events, films, all the audiovisual services, and the purpose of the association is like to create this community for all the artists that they want to develop their talent and have resources to express themselves. And it's not just about cinema; it's all kinds of art. It can be like painting, can be music, can be dance, can be theater, writing, and connected.
Art.
Everything, it's like everything related to the art.
If we talk about your education, so I saw that you had a lot of courses, classes, workshops, piano, acting, writing for TV show.
Yeah.
Everything. What is the one big lesson that you learned from all of the educational steps that you did professionally?
Well, I mean, my favorite thing is acting, of course. Even if I've been writing and producing, I like it. I started as an actor, and I graduated in the US in acting, and it was really cool. Then I did all these courses, and I learned that in the industry, there's a lot of things that you have to learn. You always have to keep learning and be open to know always more and more and more. And because there are a lot of different stuff in the industry, and for me, if you know to do more stuff, multiple stuff is better. You have more possibilities. You know how everything works, even if you're not like a camera guy or a sound guy, but you have to know at least something.
Did you ever lie in your resume for the role? Like there's a role that you want to have, and they say, okay, can you ride a horse? Yes, of course. I did my whole life.
No, I'm not gonna do that because I sound like a clown. I go there and I don't know how to do it. I mean, for example, ride horse, I would feel comfortable. For the piano, I didn't take too many classes. I wouldn't feel comfortable to play unless I'm gonna say, look, there is someone that's gonna help me there to assist, to do a song. Yeah, I can do it. But if they're gonna tell me, oh, you're gonna have this scene, you're gonna literally start playing the piano, no.
You've done this small role in a big movie, kind of big, The Secret Society 3. Can you tell us about being in a big production movie?
Secret Society is like a saga. There are 3 films, and the third one. There is independent indie production, and they film in Florida. They're pretty good, especially YouTubers and TikTokers, so they have a lot of followers. It's streamed only on Amazon Prime and on Tubi in the US, and they have really a lot of followers. After the second day of the release, they already had 100,000 views. They're literally a bunch of followers. And I played this valet because I did the audition with one of the best casting directors there. And I got the role because I had to play this French character, so I had to play in English with a French accent. And there were not a lot of people that could do, I guess. So I got the role. It was interesting. And then also speaking of another film in US that I still have to finish, that they have to come back there, that it's a comedy. That we started a short film, and it's gonna be a feature film on Amazon Prime as well.
Can you talk about the name or no?
Yeah, it's called Boca Raton. There is a town in Florida, and it's a comedy. Nice, because normally I don't do too much comedy, but I don't know, that one was very funny, and I felt all the time good to do it. It was really fun.
What is your take on the working on a big production and in low budget or no budget here in Barcelona?
Yes, I mean the thing is like, of course it's different, but in the end the process is the same. Like the process of organizing stuff is the same. Of course, like the budget you have, a lot of things are gonna change. But I think that if you have the same structure and organization to create a production, you can work with whatever budget. Of course, like when there is money, a lot of stuff will gonna happen because more people are gonna have the power to change things. Actors are gonna have more power to change the lines, to change the characters. A lot of people are gonna have the power to say the rules.
So it's all about the power difference?
You can say when there is a big production or not, like the number of people that are working there, the scenarios. For example, when I work for a Netflix production, there are like 700 extras. Like there are like a bunch of people that I don't know, like people from makeup or wardrobe, I don't know, can like dress or take care of all these people. But the most important thing that I say is that even if you start working on big production, you have to be able to be humble and still work on the small production, because you don't have to forget about it. Like if you say, okay, now I work on big production, I don't know how to, I don't want to do all this stuff. But no, you have to be able to adapt to all kinds of productions, and the most important thing is be clear about the roles that you are gonna have, and be organized if you want to produce. Because if there is chaos or if people don't know what to do and there is no communication, you cannot work in any production.
You're talking from the actor perspective or
No,
producer?
I'm talking now about producer. As an actor, I can say that, of course, the actors wants the communication as well, because I don't want people that maybe are not gonna tell me information or gonna tell me things last minute or stuff are gonna change. Most of the time, you have to be able to adapt, even if sometimes it's not correct or it's not the best way, but you have to be able to adapt, and especially don't create problems to people. Because if you start complaining, create problems for people, then they don't want to work with you anymore.
What I think that need to be saved in any type of project is that, like the core team, that they all in their good relationship. So you keep trying to keep everything on the same level of energy.
What you do, it depends what you do. But yeah, you have to handle it separately. But the most important thing in productions is like create like a team leadership. If everybody moves on the same direction, it's done. You have to be able not just because it's not just about money. It's not just about organization. You have to put your heart. You have to put like people that have to feel your passion and that you believe in the project. If people think that you believe in the project and you want them to be part of it because you believe in them as well, they feel like their mood changes. They feel more attached to the project. They feel that they want to fight for the project with you. I want to work with this person. I want to fight with this person, and I'm gonna be by this person to support and to make this project amazing.
Is it a big difference in big production passion to the project and small movies? How does it look for you being inside both teams, about the passion for the directors, main producers?
I mean, every person is different, but the people that work in this industry, they're like most of the people that work, they're very passionate. Like I've seen people that are almost every day on set. They don't have a life. Like their life is the set. So they almost sleep on set because they're every day they're on set, or maybe almost every day. So like there are some people that it's so funny or not so funny, but they get addicted to the set. There are people that when you're always on set, that's your life. You cannot be out of the set. You always look projects, even if they're collaboration, if they're big or small, you feel addicted to it. I've know some people that they're like addicted, like they cannot leave if they're not on set. If you work like in a big production, of course, like there is more money and everything. Of course, like people care about the money as well, especially when they're involved. Agencies, managers, lawyers, all people like that. But not just in the scene, in the film industry, in every industry. At the end of the day, you can make whatever money you want, but if you don't like what you're doing, especially a project like film, a feature film, and you don't like it, it's very heavy because you have to stay maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months with the same people. The beautiful thing is you have the opportunity to meet always new people, to create a family, to create a group. Every time that I work on a project, I feel that I create a new family. Because it's like a family. You work together to build something. And you're like, every project is different, and you're happy when you share some moments, even funny moments with the people. And then, like, of course, like, more you work in projects, then you meet people that you want to keep working with these people. Like, working on different projects, it's even useful because you know if you can work with certain people or not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool. For example, when I'm on set in the next project and I see people that are already working on, like, oh yeah, again, no, it's amazing. People that work well. If I see someone that I like, you know, but if I like the person that I work, like, there is a lot of actors or some people that they always say, yeah, project with me. Every time when I see them, I feel good. There are certain people that I say, if these people are on set, it makes my day better. Like, I feel happy. I feel this person, I smile all day on set. And this helps. If you create a good vibe and a good team, that's the most important thing. Because, like, if you're like on set, you spend like a day work and there is someone that you don't like, I mean, you have to learn how to work with people that you like, but it's different.
What about the roles that you said no to, or that you will say no for sure? Are there any
Roles as actor.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who you don't want to play ever?
More than I don't want to play is. I mean, I don't look at just the. I look at the role. I'm not gonna say I don't want to play this role because I'm very open. I look at the project more. Like, if the project convinces me, if what this person wants to do with this project, what's the vision, who is this person, like, what this person wants to do with this project, what is his vision or her vision. I look at more of this stuff than the role, because maybe if there is a role, I don't know, there is a role very, for example, now there are a lot of series, a lot of stuff there is about news, stuff like that. There's a lot of nudes, like sex, like nudity, all this stuff. I mean, it depends also who is the person that you're working with and what's the project, because if the project is worth it and there are good people that make you feel comfortable and you see that the project has potential, because the story has potential, you like the vision of the director, all the people, for me there is no reason to say no. Like, for me it's not about just the character, like I'm gonna say I don't want to play like a pedophile. It depends on the project, on the story, and what's especially the message, what you want to say about with this project. That's what I look at it.
So you're very curious to work with new people in the industry?
Yeah, I'm very open to work with everyone. Of course, like, I want to see, especially like, of course, like the talent. Yeah, I want to see like the people are committed and professional, and they don't. I'm gonna say with this word, and they don't break my balls. This is the thing. If someone is gonna break my balls, is gonna be unprofessional, I'm like, I don't want to waste my time.
But as producer, what are you looking in the project itself, not in the people? So we're not talking about people or their professionalism or their attitude, but there are several people who are coming to you with projects. What are the ones that you will prioritize as producer, not actor?
The story based like on the message, and if I think that it can really, it depends. Like, if people come to me and say, I want to make this project because I like making this project for myself, or because it's something that is, like, related to me or something personal, so it's different. Because I have to see if a story is for me sellable or not. Maybe you see from the script, you see from different stuff of the projects. It can be like the financial part, it can be the cast, the people that are involved. And I want to see that, especially like stories that are like a little bit original, especially that people can relate it to. Because when you want to sell a movie, people they want to go watch the movie, and people they want to feel something watching. They feel related to it. They have to feel that they recognize themselves with them, or even if they don't, at least like they're gonna reflect about that, And then, of course, the budget, and even the length of a project. Because if someone is I don't know, he's gonna make the first feature film and he wants to make a film with the 5 millions, I'm gonna say, bro, like, it's good to dream, but be realistic. It's very, when you start, because normally you start from short films, feature films, TV series, like graduate, like you cannot think to, maybe some stuff sometimes can happen if you have like good big people or like people who have experience attached. But normally if you want to make a film, a feature film, or raise money, you cannot like start and say, oh, I want to raise 5 million for my first feature film. Like it's better to start.
What does this trigger? The first feature film or just feature film for $5?
You have to start small, Maybe you can ask, I want to make a feature film with 200,000, 300,000 micro budget to start. And then next time you can do 600,000, next time 1 million, then 4 million,
But
then
it's
5
possible
million.
here in Barcelona to make a feature movie for like 100,000.
Yeah, of course. Like you can make a feature film, you can make a micro budget. Normally they go from 100,000 to, for example, in US, micro budget is until 300,000.
Well, everything is more expensive there.
Yeah, so that's, for example, I'll say there,
Mhm.
300,000 until 300,000 is low budget. I mean micro budget. Then until 2 or 3 millions is low budget. Here, I think that like with 100,000 you can make a good micro budget film. And like I recommend to start with something more, realistic, even, or maybe like you say, I don't know, I have a big script and you have the luck, you find someone that is really expert of big production that say, oh, I like your story, we're gonna make it. But if you wanna do it more independently, start like smaller,
Well, I wanted to talk about the fun stuff for you. The course that you are making with Jill and Simon, the stunt and acting course. I've been there. Really recommend it. Super cool. I'm not an actor. I've never been actually acting, but it was just very fun. Plus, the people who are going there or who are organizing, they're very fun.
Well, I can say that we're gonna send today. We've been a little bit late because when I talked to Rafael, that is the owner of the studio, he was looking for someone to teach acting in front of the camera classes. And then someone that I know wanted to teach action in front of the camera. And in the beginning it was meant to be separately. Then we had just one day available. There's gonna be every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we said, okay, why are we not gonna mix these two things? Because nobody in Barcelona teach action stunt with acting in front of the camera. So let's do it. I'm very happy to teach this course. We made a package that if directors or writers don't wanna act in the final action scene, they can write it or direct it. We'll make a package for that as well.
That's great. Did this stunt come after the first class?
After the open classes and even at events. When I went to the International Filmmaker event here on Tuesday, there were people that were interested in the course, but they're not actors. So I say, why are we not gonna make a package where like people, I don't know, they don't wanna act in the final action scene, but they wanna write the scenes or they wanna direct the scene. So let's try to do it. I'm very excited. I'm gonna give all myself and all my knowledge to make people better and feel comfortable in front of the camera, because we want to give people skills. If you have an audition they are looking for, or a casting they're looking for an actor that knows like some basics of some stuff, or some stunts or choreography, if they know this course, you already have some basics and some skills, and it's easier that you're gonna get jobs and opportunities.
Yeah, and also good that it will be rewarded so they can add it to portfolio.
Yes, it
One
was
of the biggest benefits for actors directly. We spoke about writing something for your course because I volunteered to do this like writing for local actors, and so I posted this and like, hey actors, I want to write something for you, whatever you wanted, any genre you want, and a lot of them were saying like, I want something new that I've never been into. So if somebody was always doing something comedic, they had to do big drama and like some very big story about somebody and like doing the big monologue. And then we spoke with you about making these like action scenes of also that has something. It doesn't need to be comedy. It needs to be something like that will provoke them to fight. So that's very interesting. I didn't write anything yet that would involve a fight. So like an action scene. Somebody who never done a fight scene or like scared to do it, well, we can write it the way that it will be more towards your character, but it depends. I think there's a lot of people, when you know the list of people, we can talk to all of them and try to write something that would make sense for them specifically.
And let me tell you something as a writer. There are a lot of writers, but there are not too many good writers. It's good because like I can say that like writing is very hard. So I appreciate someone, the writers that really write good, because it's not easy to find good writers, and especially for every genre is different. For example, I normally write psychological thrillers, mystery, everything about psychology. I had the opportunity to write a short that is like dystopian sci-fi, but it's not the same, Like writing a comedy, or writing a drama, or writing a thriller, or writing an horror, or writing an action movie or a fantasy is different, It's like that's why a lot of writers are like specialized in genres. For me, like you, do you like writing multiple genres is a plus, because it's very very hard. And for me, the hardest thing is like writing a TV series. It's hard to maintain people interested in a long length TV series, that everything makes sense and everything is connected, the character all is connect, all of it. For a long series, it's
limited series are now the thing.
Limited series, yeah. Yeah, we're talking like about like a long term, like 3-4 seasons, It's very hard, but it's cool. Yeah, now I'm focusing more on writing short films and feature films, but I would like to write a good series.
Right now you have 1 project, 2 projects, you're everywhere at the moment. What is the several things that you have planned before New Year's?
I've been working with, I'm moving forward the distribution and the marketing for the projects already made here, my projects and other people's projects. We just finished the short film Garbage Trucks with the English director Stephen Honey. It is about homelessness. It is very interesting. We already have even a homeless foundation that is supporting it. It's now in post-production, and I'm already starting to work with him on the next film that he has. It's called Necro. That is a horror thriller.
Is that related to the same topic, no?
It's a feature film that we want to try to film a teaser, and we're looking for funds to finance the film. Then I've been acting now. I've been casted in a theater play. We're doing the La Boda de Sangre with Federico Garcia Lorca, with the owner of Agape. He's producing this theater play because he wants to sell it to the other companies.
Will be in the same space that you're doing.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing the first like funciones over there in December, and start in January. Every Friday and every Saturday.
That's exciting.
And then let's see who wants to buy the adaptation of La Boda de Sangre. Very interesting.
Who wrote it?
Federico Garcia Lorca.
Okay. And the director would be
Rafael, yes, the owner of the Agape Cuerpo Arte. There is a cultural association as well, where that I'm collaborating with.
They do that. I saw that they do like dancing classes.
Yeah, they do like they're like a school as well, and they do a lot of courses. Like even my course is part of his association as well. And then other projects. I have several people that I'm in projects, like they're like now looking for funds, that I'm involved as an actor or producer. I have the field where you were part of as well, Ruinas Artificiales, that now we're looking for funds as well, or we want to continue to do it, to make it into a feature film, because it's very long. And then these projects that I was telling you about, like the character affected by the AD, that we filmed a teaser in April. Now we want to rewrite the script to make it even more interesting. And I think that this film, I want it to be the cherry on the top of the projects that I've done here, because I think that has a lot of potential and well motivated. I want to really make it cool, because I'm a person that normally when I write stories, I do a lot of mental health stuff. Or for example, I made like a short film that is gonna be released soon. That is called Brain Fog. That is about like women's abuse and political corruption. And then another one, All Dogs Go to Heaven, that we filmed in February. That is like a dystopian sci-fi short film. That is really interesting because it's about like chips, like a dystopian future society now, and how the world can really be. And all these projects, they like when we're gonna be done, and now we're moving them to the festivals, and I want to do events, screenings through my association as well. We want to do special events or screenings where, for example, with All Dogs Go to Heaven, we want to make an interactive event. I want to make the interactive event what it means that I want to recreate the world of the film at the event. So I want people to get in the event and be in the middle of the world, like be in the dystopian world, like with the scenario, with actors, with the actors, with the like people that play the actors of the movie that comes to you, to the people invited at the event to talk, or like people that put you the chip, or like the audio of the film that like you can hear it in the room. Like I want people to get in the event, and it's like an interactive place, like you're literally immersed in the film.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, one last big question. Where do you get the inspiration for your stories? How does it happen? Do you do research? Do you have interviews with different people related to your story?
Yeah, it depends on the story. Yeah, I do a lot of research. I always think about the themes that I want to tell and the message. And of course, like I take inspiration of situations that happen in life, or to me, or to people that I know, or situations that even happen in life, like in real events. And I take inspiration. Or like, it depends if I write alone or not. Like if I have like other people that want to be involved, I always think about like, guys, what we want to tell? What kind of themes we want to tell? What's the message? What kind of genre? And then like I think or we think about what we want to tell, what we like, what we feel like telling, and how. And then the ideas come up. Every story has a different source. It depends on the project and the story, you have different inspiration.
But the psychological thrillers or psychological movies you need to be very careful of how you tell the story. If this person has a condition, if they take care of how they act.
In this situation that we're talking about, a special disorder, that is the dissociative identity disorder, yeah, you have to do a lot of research. We're gonna still do a lot of research, and we would like to interview someone with this disorder, because it has to be, the most realistic as possible.
Do you have any advice for people who start their career in acting and producing, maybe separate? Just some things for actors, some things for producers?
Well, as actors, I'm gonna say that if you really like this job, if you really like being an actor, you have to keep pursuing it and being strong, because I want to be honest, it's a hard job. It's a hard job, it's a hard industry, people can treat you bad, people can treat you good, you have up and downs, maybe there are days that you feel frustrated because you do like maybe 100 auditions and they're not gonna cast for. But if you really like it, you have to be strong and you have to keep pursuing this dream, because in the end of the day, if you're talented and if you work professionally, you keep working, one day people are gonna notice it, they're gonna recognize it. And if you really, the karma pays off.
Yeah.
Normally pays off. You need even to have some luck as well, like in everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
networking also.
Yeah, of course, you have to know people, you have to know especially the right people and be in the right place in the right moment. But if you keep, working and believe in what you're doing, I think, one day you're you're gonna be rewarded. And as a producer, it depends what kind of producer. There are different kind of producers. If you want to be a production assistant, if you want to be executive, if you want to be a line producer, production management, it depends what kind of producer, you know. Like, if you want to be like a producer that wants to work on set, like assistant or line producer that works for other production companies, well, I suggest to specialize or study or, you know, like know almost everything you need to know about production. Even if you're not gonna do it, even like all the grants, applications, tax incentive stuff, all this boring stuff, like payments,
Contracts.
yeah, even if you don't like, but you have to know it. And then, yeah, like if you want to work on set like this, you need to network, basically the same, like network and apply to work on projects where they are looking for producers. But I really recommend, before having your own production company, to start working for other big production companies, like to be with someone that knows a little bit the process, you know, to learn from it.
Yeah, to just get experience to practice.
I mean, you can do it. You can open your production company even if you have, you know, other people interested, or if there is people that are really expert, know how it works. But yeah, I mean, I recommend that you need to work with a production company, with people that already know how it works, because you have to learn how to do it, because it's not easy, you know, like a business. You need to know how to treat your clients, how to do multiple stuff. There's a lot of insurances, there are a lot of, you know, stuff that you need to know.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming today. I will add all the information about the course that they are making into the video description. I'm happy to see you, and I hope we're gonna work on a lot of more stuff together.
Oh, we will. Thank you for inviting me.
Bye.